Some last season stats for him. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo, just 4 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Hunter with some nice defense.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
White finds Hunter. And some nice passing there by Houston. Defended by Horton Tucker. Here's Fall. It's hauled in by Zubac. Chicago's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Covered by Hunter. Pass to Zubac. Kick out to Giannis. Here's Bull. And again, unable to change momentum here. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded closely. Outside, White. Hero on the wing. There's a screen to the inside. Stolen by Zubac. Horton Tucker with it. Picked up by Hero. Now, Horton Tucker. Bull is screen on White. Clock at 4. Bull up top. From deep, Giannis. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Hero passes to White. Pass to Fall. Now, here's Hunter. Out to the wing. Gets to the corner and buries it. He's got 26.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Now Bull. Bull from the top of the key. And another miss by Chicago.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things. Which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
White the pass to Hunter. Outside, White. From downtown, it's hauled in by Zubac. And Chicago shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Back to Giannis. Here's Horton Tucker. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Houston's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Houston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for Houston, number 53, taking 2 shots.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Here's Van Vliet. Still scoreless.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Spud Webb. First personal foul. First team foul.
Scurry the pass to Van Vliet. Drills the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by Houston.
Pass to Gugliotta. Webb against Van Vliet. Gugliotta's shot is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's Houston, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be right back after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Johnson, and it's Coffey in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Overall, they've done a good job of taking care of the ball and limiting mistakes.
And Chicago shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Misses the jumper.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Lynn. And he banks in the lane. Lynn's got his first basket. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Houston.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Well, Josh Giddey provides a floor general's mentality, RJ, in a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, he sees the floor extremely well and prides himself on his ability to create easy looks for his teammates, especially in transition.
And he hits the first of 3. RJ, the NBA this season hosting some regular season games in Berlin and in London. Possible basketball markets moving forward.
Yeah, with the NBA looking at a new league in Europe, bringing the NBA games to these cities will help drive the interest.
Azili's checked in for Houston. Reynolds comes in for Max Strus. And he nails the third. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Johnson outside. Back to Lynn. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Reynolds. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Johnson. Fires the 3. Johnson with the rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Down low, here's Azili, and it's Azili with the jam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To the left wing, Scurry the pass to Bryant. Here's Scurry. McCollum kicks to Van Vliet. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to McCollum for the 3. That shot no good. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Reynolds. From past the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. That one goes in.
In this offense, they rely on Van Fleet to move the ball and find teammates.
Rockets leading by 23. Lynn dishes to Azili. Van Vliet against Lynn. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lynn's got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
McCollum outside. Nice move. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Max Strus is checked in for Reynolds. And it's Webb in for Jeremy Lin. And Johnson, no good on that one.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Here's Giannis. And that one drops.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to Strus. Now Azili.
Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. They've got Bradley Beal, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. On target from range.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
Here's Snell. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Jones. Beal left side. Shot is up. Hauled in by Brown. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Snell, the pass to Pollard. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Brian?
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Pollard. After the basket by Toronto. Pass to Hayward. Clock at 4. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Raptors. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. And going back to high school in North Carolina, 4 state championships for Brandon Ingram, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, he made a name for himself early as the number 2 pick in 2016. He was an all-star and then most improved in 2020. The question is, can he get back to winning at the highest level?
Offensive screen set.
And on the 2K leaderboard, the teams that have stonewalled offenses over the last month. Number 5, the Warriors.
Over the last month, this team has shown strides defensively. The effort level has been much improved.
For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Out left to the wing. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Three-pointer, Beal. The rebound by Pollard. And Hayward has got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 4. Pass to Pollard. Here's Hayward. Lets it go from 14. Misses off the left iron.
Right, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
The jumper from the wing off target. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Pass to Snell. Fires the 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Lets it go from the wing, and he nails the jumper. 7 points in the game. Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Pollard. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. And here's Jones to the middle. Toronto passing it around. Beal outside. They set the pick from the arc. Jones misses.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Snell. Still no points. No good. That would have tied it. Raptors lead by 3. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
After 4 seasons in Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga moves on, and he was the guy that they drafted number 7 overall. But after a lengthy free agency saga in which the Warriors and Kuminga exchanged several proposals, and they had several sign and trade discussions, Kuminga lands elsewhere. So his run in Golden State is over. They're losing a good young player. Let's see how they can replenish the cupboard there in Golden State.
Something to watch. Shams, appreciate the report. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And midway through the season, is this the point in the schedule where players start to feel some fatigue set in?
Oh, yeah. The adrenaline of the beginning of the year has worn off at this point. Everybody is feeling it. This is when you're counting on that preseason conditioning to get you through the rigors of a very long season.
Rest and recovery, most important thing this time of year.
No substitutes for those.
Lonzo Ball comes in for Snell. Ingram's checked in for Toronto. Bledsoe comes in for Jones. Golden State on D. It's a three-point game. Beal from outside. Knocks it down from distance.
3 points.
Beal's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, your offense is humming if you're able to get Beal something off the catch in rhythm. It's almost automatic.
Now here's Ball. Right side Brown. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Hayward. Rasmussen grabs the board.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
You know, as we watch Grady Dick, what stands out about his game, Tim?
Well, Brian, it's the way he moves off the ball. He will keep defenses occupied, cutting and coming off screens, and he has the size to get his shot off over even the most hotly contested defender.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, people around the league think that Brandon Ingram actually has an even higher ceiling than we've seen. And with a few improvements to his game, he could get even better. I hope we get to see that.
And so he hits both. And you heard that the Raptors were looking to be aggressive this summer, Tim. Why now?
Well, they're trying to replicate what they accomplished when they acquired Kawhi Leonard, which led to a title in 2019. So this is a front office not afraid to shake things up.
Williams misses. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
And that one's good on Dexter.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 11. Williams finds Claxton. Now here's Ball. It's Williams, high post. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Williams. And Williams drops them both. 19 seconds left in the first quarter here. Bledsoe against Ball. Here's Pondexter. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break up 12. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
They've got Williams. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Lonzo Ball is out there with Williams. And it's Parker in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And the technical free throw is good. From the wings. Ball with the rebound. Warriors trail by 13. Shoots over Bledsoe. Ball no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Pondexter. And here's Bledsoe. 6 to shoot. The 3 ball. And that one's good. Pondexter's got 9 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
They set a pick. Here's Parker. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Back to you.
A great fit. Thank you, Allie. Good for marketing. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Toronto making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. Markkanen hits them both. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
Outside, Anderson. Williams from long range. Rebounded by Pondexter.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And here's Ingram from the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
To snap the cold streak. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Anderson. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Leitner. Raptors lead by 20. And here's Ingram outside. Nails it from 3. Ingram's got 7 points.
Well, he is more than capable of hurting you from the three-point line. Ingram knows how dangerous that shot is.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Out there. And the latest update on All-Star voting. Not much time left. Only a couple more days to cast your ballot.
Oh, it's coming down to the wire. Some of these players are sweating it out.
Looking pretty comfortable in that starting 5 for the East. He's second thus far.
And that's a reflection of just how unreal his season has been. To play second in this tough Eastern Conference is very impressive.
And it's hard to contain the excitement as we look ahead to what promises to be an outstanding All-Star weekend. Here's Snell. No made baskets yet. Buries it from 3.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run.
Warriors foul. Number 8. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Ingram. Toronto passing it around. Now Jones takes the 3. And Parker pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. He's got 11.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. No coverage that time. And the Raptors lead by 21.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Snell from deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. In for the Warriors. And Toronto also making a switch. Beal's checked in. Outside Jones. Pass to Beal. Here's Rasmussen. Shot clock at 6. Hayward with a steal. Here's Snell. Rasmussen grabs the board.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. He's got 13.
Well, that's 1 in the first, and now here's his second in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
Again, Golden State.
And finally building some momentum here in the second quarter.
Raptors lead by 19. Tim, with his agility and that 7'3" wingspan, Scotty Barnes can guard virtually anyone.
Well, because he's got the combination, Brian, of lateral quickness and physicality. He is great at the point of attack and fighting through screens. Just a top-shelf defender.
Here's Pollard. The 3 is up. No good. He's 5 for 9 in this one.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Jones' shot is good.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors dancers.
showing the numbers from last NBA season. The leaders in team steals. The Warriors, 4th.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
And the Warriors shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Snell. Sinks it from distance. 16 points for him.
A strong start, and if anything, he's gotten better in the second quarter.
The steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now from deep. Hayward. Another three for Golden State.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
And here's Jones. Here's the pick. Goes up at the stripe. The Warriors pull it in. Pollard's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Snell. 26 seconds left in the half. Basket counts.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Five on the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Rasmussen's got his second basket of the game.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Raptors out in front, up by 16. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Toronto Raptors.
Well, they have guys popping off the bench, putting up numbers. That's their real advantage.
Yeah, nothing secondary about this second unit. See what I did there?
I see.
And next, a look at some of the possible participants for this season's dunk contest.
Whoever makes it, get it right in the beginning. You don't want to wait around while you miss the first 3 attempts.
Glad you weren't my teacher in middle school. Mr. O'Neill allowing no room for error. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it's Jones with the ball for Toronto. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. They've got Bradley Beal, and it's Rasmussen in at the 5 down low. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey team, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Guys, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. Here's Pollard. Nails it from 3. 21 points in the game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Outside Jones. Beal from outside. Knocks down the long J. Beal's got 6 in the quarter.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to Hayward. Here's Snell, hounded by Beal. Here's Pollard, 6 on the shot clock. Hayward, the pass to Snell. No good with the triple.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Beal outside, from outside the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Here's Snell. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Jones. Out to Beal from the arc. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Warriors trail by 20. Here's Snell. Three-pointer. And the Warriors with another 3.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Toronto's gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. No problems knocking that one down. Beal's got 15 points here in the second half. Well, Tim, offensive efficiency has soared in recent seasons. So what has that done to the defensive landscape?
Well, offenses now are always hunting for the weakest link. So individually, even if you can guard your own position, you may end up in a difficult switch where you are at a disadvantage.
Here now, the league's top rebounders over the past month. You look at Brown, his consistent effort makes him one of the top rebounders in this league.
He's just been incredible on the boards over the last month of the season. He's a guy who plays with such desire.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Pollard. Shot clock at 6. That one goes. Count it. He has 29 now.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Hayward against Beal. Outside Jones. To the paint. Toronto passing it around. Pondexter nails it from beyond the arc. Pondexter's got 12 points.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Hayward outside. The 3-ball. Curitan grabs a board. Curitan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jones feels it out. Pass to Beal. Here's Pondexter. The 3 is up. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Snell. Six to shoot. Defended by Jones. Rebounded by Pondexter. Raptors lead by 21. You know, Tim, both of Jakob Poeltl's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, B.A., in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
For Toronto, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Jones, the pass to Leitner. Claxton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Williams comes in for Snell.
Substitution on the court.
A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Bledsoe outside. Shot clock at 5. Outside Ingram. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Williams. Pass to Claxton. Screen by Claxton. And it's Ball off the drive. Williams from long range. And the Warriors miss again. Raptors lead by 21. Ingram on the wing. Fires the 3. Pure from three-point range. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Hayward's shot is off.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Three-pointer, Beal. Claxton with a rebound. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball outside. Williams, a screen on Beal. The 3 from Ball. Rebound Toronto. Leitner's got 4 rebounds now. Bledsoe outside. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it.
Substitution on the court.
To end the drought. Oh, what an incredible end to the quarter.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Woo. Oh, with the clock running down, man, that was close.
Bradley Beal has been leading the charge for the Raptors. He's now hit 6 threes in this game. Knows he has the green light to fire away. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Move it to the next guy, drive and kick, let it come out in the wash, all right?
Steve Kerr asking his team to simply run the offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense, play inside out when you can.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got...
Come to me. Get the board.
Yo. Shot. Hey. Look at yours.
Ingram.
What's the roll?
Timeout.
I got yours. Watch Eric get the arc. Blue. Hey. Here we go. No. Give it up. D up. Don't wait for me. If you see it, just go. Blue. I got 3. Here we go. Shooter, no. Go. I got ball. Screen coming. Step out. That's all you. Pick coming. Yo, watch him. Go over it. Screen coming. I got you help. Hey, say what?
Timeout.
Oh, yeah.
Watch Bledsoe at the arc.
Hey, who got Bledsoe? Pick up Bledsoe. Oh, no.
Let's meet the starters for your...
Greg, we've got 2 teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Damian Lillard. He's out there with Simmons. Warning is out there with Williams. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And there's something about Lillard, the vibe, the skill. This guy looks like a winner.
Plumlee against Williams, the 17-footer. Rebound by the Celtics. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and you saw that in their scoring more than anything else. Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Over to the wing. Shoots from the baseline. Good. He hits the jump shot.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Porter. Boy, he just disappeared against San Antonio, and they really needed him. The three. Hits it from three-point range.
You can see Porter's confidence building steadily. The catch-and-shoot jumper becoming a real weapon.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Down low, got a piece of it. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Lillard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The 76ers shooting their first free throw tonight.
At the line for your Sixers, number 23.
One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. There's the pick. Pass to Simmons. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating, and that game was not their friend.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
Out to the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Hands it from downtown. He has 7.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Dunn. The 3 drains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Lillard. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And I wouldn't say he's pass first, but Lillard has really shown he can be a facilitator in this league.
Done with it. Guarded by Simmons. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Simmons. Hasn't made one yet. Mourning with the screen. It's rebounded by Donaldson. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Well, Otto Porter has become a three-point specialist. This guy's so efficient from that range.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. the 76ers with some changes. Tony Batiste checked in for Plumlee. Kyle Macy subbed in for Dunn. Thomas checked in for the Celtics. Brissett comes in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Simmons. Still yet to score. Pass to Brissett. Simmons looking it over. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Gets a hand on it. It's rebounded by Donaldson. Philadelphia's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Simmons passes to Mourning. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside for Thomas. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Donaldson. Donaldson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Porter passes to Macy. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And that one's good by Porter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Brissett. Pass to Simmons. To end the run. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Porter. He's out there with Ty Jerome. And it's Brissett in at the 3 slot. And there's the foul. It's on Brissett. That is his first foul of the game. Thomas checked in for the Celtics. Jackson comes in for Jerome.
Boston substitution. Thomas. Steven Jackson.
Macy passes to Batiste. Out to the right wing. And here is Macy. No scoring in this one. Griffin. Porter pulls it in.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. Don't rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at 3, you take it.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thank you, Kevin. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Celtics trail by 4. Porter kicks to Bradley. Outside Jackson. It's hauled in by Griffith. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. To the paint. Here's Petit. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
The voting for the dunk contest is just about over, so let's bring up the leading contenders for you. Boy, with the players on this list, you know this year's contest is going to be a fun one.
It is, and with their places in the contest almost wrapped up,
Take a break.
I'm sure these guys are working on their moves already.
And you look at Lillard, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And the list of participants is going to be final soon, so we'll be sure to keep you posted. This year's dunk contest should be a very special one.
And every year, it seems, we see something in the dunk contest that we've never seen before, and I don't think this year will be any different.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 5. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Williams finds Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's off. Still out of sync.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
And he gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now, here's Lillard. Launches a 3. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Bounce pass from Plumlee. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Williams kicks to Lillard. Beyond the arc. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Pass to Plumlee. Here's Donaldson. Banked in off the glass. Donaldson's got his first points of the night.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They're plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. checked in for the 76ers. Simmons checked in for the Celtics. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. The Celtics second.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
They set the pick. Right wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Dunn. Over to the left wing. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
And checking out some numbers for Otto Porter, how he performed last season. He averaged about 10 points a game last year, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now, here is Mourning. Still without a basket. Shot from 12. That's short off the rim.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now done. The shot. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Lillard against Dunn. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, very unselfish there. In terms of generating offense for himself and others, Lillard has hit the ground running.
Now, here's Dunn, out left to the wing. Inside, and stolen by Mourning. To the inside. Outside for Simmons. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Friday, it'll be the Golden State Warriors coming into town. And then on Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, that will be game number 10 for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things. Should be a fun one.
Pass to Porter. Plumlee with it. Nothing on the board. 5 on the clock. Back to Porter. Buries the long-range jumper. Porter's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Simmons. Over in the corner, Lillard. And stolen by Dunn from deep three-point land. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Really solid, right? Not very many mistakes. We're helping where we're supposed to help. We're sending guys the right direction. Pretty solid.
Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Boston Celtics.
Well, they aren't defending the perimeter. Those shooters are loading up with confidence.
You can go out there and knock down a few, Chet. That's how bad the defense has been.
A backhanded compliment, if there ever was one.
He's a great shooter, Ernie.
And next up, here's a look at some of the contenders for the fan-favorite three-point contest.
Man, this is a crazy list. Plenty of familiar names on it here, but a couple of outliers too. I love the root for the underdogs.
Not many outliers have won this event, but it's possible. Anybody can get hot. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Otto Porter really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Here's Dunn. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Donaldson is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. Then there's Dunn. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Porter, taken away by Williams. Pass to Simmons. No good. Plumlee with some nice D.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Dunn, the bounce pass. Plumlee in the high post. Just 5 to shoot. Dunn passes to Porter. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Outside, Simmons. Three-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Donaldson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Dunn. Still scoreless. It's Porter outside. Celtics trail by 14. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you, Kevin.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Let's check out some stats for Williams. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 14 points per, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Porter in the corner. Off target from three-point range. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Boston. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here's Dunn. hasn't made one yet. 4 on the clock. Pass to Plumlee. Fires for 3. Boston grabs the miss.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Simmons dishes to Mourning. Williams kicks to Lillard. There's the triple. Good on the triple. Lillard's got it back down to single digits for Boston.
And he's come out of college firing in his first year. Lillard has not backed down.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Inside, Plumlee with the steal. And Porter, here we go. And that one drops for him.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Thomas checked in for Boston.
At the line for Philadelphia, Otto Porter. 1 shot.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, fundamental basketball here. Passes on time and on target.
And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek Whitedoors converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
The 76ers leading by 9. Pass to Griffith. Lets the 3 fly. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 5 assists in the game. Mourning with the screen. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Peterson's checked in for Thomas.
Celtic substitution. Number 43, Jim Peterson.
Now Mourning. Scoreless thus far. Williams passes to Peterson. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, Lillard. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Donaldson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Dunn, the bounce pass. 6 to shoot. In the corner, it's Plumlee. Jacks up a 3. Dunn misses. Celtics trail by 12. There's the pick. The drive by Simmons. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him. Tony Batiste checked in for Donaldson. Boston also with the sub. Bradley's checked in. Here's Peterson. He's guarded by Plumlee. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Simmons for 3. Boston again missing. The 76ers leading by 12. Here's Porter. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 6 assists now in the game.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Lillard. 8 points for him. 1:30 left here in the third quarter. Here's Griffith. Outside, Porter launches it. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Celtics trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Peterson. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. And let's quickly jump to the 2K leaderboard to find out which point guards have been the highest scorers over the last month. Damian Lillard, number 1.
And you can't say enough about the value of a player like him. I mean, who can attack a defense in so many different ways from the point.
You know, that is the key with him. With that offensive versatility that he has, he can play the role of floor general, distribute the basketball, keep the offense flowing. But when he needs to break down a defense all on his own, he's a powerful scorer.
And so here is Philadelphia. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard, 76ers moving the ball around. Down low, here's Collins. Count that one. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Thomas kicks to Simmons. To end the cold streak. He can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Porter. Simmons pulls it in. Celtics trail by 16. Shoots over Macy. Kicks it out to Bradley. Outside Thomas. Jerome deciding where to go with it. Here's Simmons. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. What a performance for Otto Porter. He has been the story for the 76ers. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Celtics, Ty Jerome out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Bradley, and it's Brissett into the 3.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Right side, Collins. Top of the key, Aldridge. Here's Level. Guarded by Porter. Dives to the hoop. Level, that's good. Level's got his first 2 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bradley sets the pick for Porter. And the Celtics another 3.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
On to the right wing. Collins looking around. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Macy with it. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Celtics.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
The shot from 20 feet away. And it's Propniak missing.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Pass to Brissett. Here's Propniak. A fader. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Batiste got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the wing right side. Here's Fontecchio. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
outside Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 76ers leading by 18. It's picked off. 3-on-3. Pass to Thomas. From deep. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Collins, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Warnings checked in for Drobniak. Williams comes in for Thomas. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Brissett. And it's Damian Lillard in for Kevin Porter.
One of the things I like most about John Collins is that steady demeanor that he brings to the game. You understand he's a double-digit scorer. He's going to get to the offensive window. Somebody you know what you're going to get from him night by night.
Now here's Simmons. Back to Williams. That 3 off the mark. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Back to Dunn. To the middle. It's deflected. And stolen by Mourning. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Simmons kicks to Lillard. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 on the clock. No good.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
From outside, Williams with the rebound. Celtics trail by 18. Simmons. And the layup is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Porter. 17-foot shot away. Williams against Dunn. Outside, Simmons. Now Lillard for 3. Rebounded by Collins. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. Timeout called the 76ers. They're up by 18. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Otto Porter Jr.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. Oh, softly lays it in.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the 76ers.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Otto Porter Jr.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Here's Brissett. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. 51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Matee. Another three for Philadelphia.
If he goes to the rim, then go. Yes, sir.